about it. Alive and alert on the north side of the dirt. What's up? What's up? What's up? It's Friday. So that means that I'm here. Theo B is here. So this must be Friday vibing. Y'all, what up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Let's see who's in the building. Anansi. The spider is in here. What's up? What's up? It look like a bunch of people. Oh my goodness.
What's
It's a lot of
going
people.
on?
There's a lot of people in here. There's a lot of people in here.
Oh man, listen. They know what time it is. First of all, we got the two OGs up in here. Shout out to you, big dog. My brother Daryl is in the building. Hey, like you say, alive and alert on the north side of the dirt. And any day you on the north side of the dirt is a good day. It's good. It's a good day. Daryl and I got some stuff for y'all tonight. I got some stuff planned. Yeah, I'm flustered. I got some stuff planned exclusively for Daryl and the rest of the Rock With Me Nation. I've been sitting on it since 4 p.m. today. I have been.
Wow,
I was like,
4
no,
whole hours, huh?
Yeah, we're not doing it on my channel. No, we're going to wait. It's Friday night. We're going to do it on my big brother's channel. I want to share the love and everything like that. Yeah.
Okay. Kamoyo King is in the building. What's up, sir? Mr. President
of
salute.
The Black Panther fan group. What it do? What it do?
And the lovely and talented Grand Madam Taro is in the building. Hello, Queen. How you doing? How you doing?
My spiritual
and everybody else that's in the back that ain't coming to the front. What's up?
What's going on? What's going on? Listen, y'all stick around. Listen, me and the Rock With Me Nation.
Come say hi if you feel like it. Leave a comment. Leave a positive comment. Leave a positive comment. You know what I'm saying? Because them negative comments won't stand. Just so you know.
No, we ain't doing that. But listen, we fixing to do this doggone thing. The Rock With Me Nation. You know what I'm saying? We having fun tonight. You know. So
it's a vibe. It's a vibe.
If you pull,
but we're gonna ask some questions. We're gonna ask some questions because see, social media has been ablaze about Ironheart. Let me preface that by saying I don't care. But but because y'all, the Rock With Me Nation, are like, have you seen that BS? Have you seen what's going on with that? What's your opinion? What do you think?
When we said T'Challa no dollar, we really did. He and at the very least, he and I. When we said T'Challa no dollar, we wasn't bullshitting. That wasn't just hyperbole. We wasn't just talking. We ain't F with nothing since then. And mind you, Daryl and I know for a fact I got Disney Plus. I don't watch that nonsense. Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, Avengers Assemble. I don't even watch the what if stuff. What if? I know I'm what if in the damn comic books back in the damn day when we had some great what if story. I'm not what if in this. No.
Well, Theo, I'm gonna share some information with you. Okay, for all intents and purposes, Riri Williams is stealing.
I got Riri at the house. I don't know nothing about that.
now, wait a minute. Now, in Wakanda Forever, right? Wasn't she in Wakanda Forever? That's where we met her at, right?
Yeah.
We wasn't supposed to, but that's where we met her at.
What? Hold on, you ready? Since Kamoyo does call me the griot, let me say where we did meet her in Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever. Right outside of MIT, shaking down a fellow college student because she cheated on his exam for him. I don't know what the hell that got to do with the damn comic book. That ain't the same damn character. But y'all like it.
And now that dynamic continued in the series, apparently, because now she in trouble with the law.
Listen.
Or about to be.
Listen. What Grace say? the representation you get is the representation you settle for. This ain't my fight. I ain't got it. Cause what? Hold on. What did we tell them before it hit Disney Plus? This ain't Riri Williams. Oh no. Cause you, and the thing is, what I be trying to get across to my people, damn the Genus. The Genus, like critical, whatever, neurotic, the Genus gonna be the Genus. The Genus gonna be the Genus. But it's up to us to be informed. Folks, this me. Well, Daryl and I told you to stay woke when Ironheart, before Ironheart debuted. If you're surprised that they're writing her like that, you fell asleep. We told you what to look for. I did that. That's what, like, you mad about. No, we told you this ain't got a. Oh, that's the comic book character. No, it ain't. No, it's not. And I'm not even a Riri Williams Ironheart fan. That is not that character in the comic book. That character in the comic books got more. And I get it. This generation don't know a damn thing about the TV show Different World. They don't know a damn thing about that. Well, this character ain't got a damn thing to do with anybody, anything in common with anybody from Black Mafia family, P Valley, Ghost, Booker, Ghost, Pop. She ain't got nothing in common with them. Nothing.
Speaking of P Valley, are there any Disney specials or TV shows or whatever the hell they are that contain African American male members or whatever of the LGBTQ community? So here what I'm getting. So here what I'm getting at. Why they wait until you got the show with the black lady in it to debut a big black gay man?
Well, you know what? Now I don't no, wait. Watch where I go with this. Watch where I go with this. And I'm taking it because I remember a conversation from a content provider that is supposed to be all knowing when it came to Riri Williams. Dr. Eve Ewing introduced a transgender into, when she was writing Ironheart Riri Williams, she introduced a transgender character. And we're familiar with her introducing a transgender. Not that there's anything wrong with them, just saying this is what happened. She introduced a transgender character when she wrote Black Panther. Well, if they were trying to pay homage to what Dr. Eve Ewing wrote, then they ain't got it within them to do a transgender character. We're just gonna get they not that. Disney ain't that. They ain't that. I apologize to my brothers and sisters in the LGBTQ community. The only representation you gonna get is the big gay guy. You see what they had going on in Black Panther 2. You did. Only those of us that knew Anika and Ayo were in a relationship knew that Anika and Ayo were in a relationship. So yeah, I think what that is we can't do this because we don't feel comfortable doing this, so we'll do this. Kind of like what you be saying, we give you what you want, not necessarily what you, yeah. I think that's what that was.
What you need, not what you want.
Yeah, I think that was I think that was the compromise, and I'm just assuming. So I don't want nobody. I'm just assuming that was Disney's compromise between the two because they didn't feel comfortable with one where they would feel comfortable with another.
Yeah, but it's just a strange coincidence is all that when you dealing with a sister, it always got to pop out then. Why got to pop out then? Why couldn't it pop out during Moon Knight? Why couldn't it pop out during Ms. Marvel? Why couldn't it pop out during Werewolf by Night?
Well, now, that's fair, but this is where I will go. Watch this. We know more about Moon Knight, and there are more that will act the donkey because they did, and the Moon Knight team had to scramble doing the TV show because folks was upset about Mark Spector's Jewish side not being recognized. Well, no different with, and you tell me if I'm wrong because I didn't watch it. no differently than with the Miss Marvel. You have her dedicated fans who, one, know the show is largely about her and her family, and they made it known. They showed a donkey. And if we think about it, while we don't get to see our families like that, Miss Marvel's family has been prominently shown in not only her TV series, but also the movie that came out. So it's one of those things where I feel like it's our fault because too many of us are asleep.
Well, yeah, no. Wow, Jeffrey Lane. I have not seen that name in a long time. Well, yeah, you say something if it's pertinent to the topic on which we're speaking, because we speaking on topics, we ain't just randomly speaking on whatever we feel like speaking on.
Right.
So, yeah, that.
Right. I think that's what it is. I think if we knew that character, which is to me a reoccurring theme amongst us and black characters, characters of color, we don't know these characters like we know everybody else's characters. Thus, the interpretations of our characters from the comic books to the live action is subject to take all type of detours that we're not familiar with. I was thinking about this today when they say, well, we're going to give you a TV series that's grounded in reality. Well, first of all, it's fiction, so I ain't necessarily know if I wanted it grounded in reality. But if we're grounded it in reality, why is this the reality that we're grounded it in?
Yikes. Yikes.
Who,
Hey,
who reality is this we're looking at now? Because if we're talking about the writer, producer, influencer, that ain't his reality.
it is
Clarence
not.
had two good parents. You know what I'm saying? Clarence had two good parents. That's what that was. Clarence went to college. You know what I'm saying? Clarence went from the hood. Clarence ain't
No,
get down like that. So,
Clarence did not.
so I'm trying to figure out why is this what we're constantly being thrown in our face. Lest we forget Oakland, California in the first movie. So man, look at when we get the straps and everything like that. I need you to pull the thing out by the whoa, what strap? Whoa, time. I ain't heard straps since New Jack City. What we doing?
Well, and you know, that's a pattern I've seen in a lot of stuff. In a lot of stuff. I uh I heard somebody use the word swagger on a show that was supposed to be set in 1996. Wasn't nobody saying swagger in 1996.
Nope.
So how and it's a teenager on top of that, a teenager in 1996 saying swag. Nah. So I think that's just something that they deal with because you got folks writing that aren't writers, and you can tell when a person that's writing ain't really a writer. But not still along the lines of a subject that we're talking about with comics. Uh, what would it take to make more black characters A-list? Now, had a thought about this. Well, first, let me let me field some comments. Uh okay. Okay. All right. Nobody here caping for Marvel. There are Marvel commodities that we deal with, Marvel Legends, maybe some more vintage comics, but by and large, Marvel Disney ain't something we wake up rocking with. So diatribes about why Disney is racist. Nah, not really. But if that's the case, oh, I see a point there. So They're not going to portray us right on screen. They feel too threatened. Okay. Well, then that just comes right back to what I've been saying. We need to do our own. Stop letting them do it.
Well,
Or we need to make our own. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? We need to create our, I mean, it's plenty of stuff out there. Hello, that's my man Tyler Martin right there in the antagonist. Why don't we start trying to get something like that greenlit for a movie project? I mean, if we talking about okay being done with it, if you really done with it, then you done moved on to something else.
I call it the blueprint. I like it for the blueprint aspect of it. And when I sit back and I just look at stuff. Um, Disney has mouthpieces. Marvel has mouthpieces. DC has mouthpieces. Uh, Hasbro has mouthpieces, and we call these people endorsers. Another word would be influencers. Well, when I sit back and I observe how everybody else is moving, I see Black comic book writers putting out content, and I hear uh, disgruntled Black comic book readers saying we want more Black content. We want Black content. I'm missing something somewhere because the Black comic book writer is saying they need more fans, and the Black comic book fan is saying, well, we're done with Marvel DC. We want our own exclusive Black content. Well, where's the disconnect at? Because
Well, you heard what Joe Illich told us last week. If he had his way, he'd be working on his projects. But folks are calling him and saying, "Will you come do this?" And if that's right, if they talking the right guap, okay,
right, but
I got to eat. I got to eat.
what I'm saying is we do have Black comic books coming out.
Yeah, we do. Okay, and I can play devil's advocate with that too. We got a lot of independent stuff out there. However, comma, the distribution. That is my issue
You
with
make
independent.
you bringing it home. You
Okay,
bringing it home. That's why.
that is my issue with the independent. Man, y'all need to hire me and Theo. Obsidian Moon Entertainment would be happy to put some kind of distribution plan together for y'all stuff so we don't have to wait 9, 10, 20 months to get the next issue.
I,
Holla
I,
at me.
I saw
Tyler,
something.
get at me, dog. Greg, get at me, dog. All you cats got them independent joints, come holla at me.
Watch this. I saw something the other day. Somebody was on Shark Tank, and I think it was the people that created the animation, uh,
Black Sands.
Black Sands, right? I'm saying
Yeah.
to myself, I'm saying to myself, and I'm thinking because I look at the blueprint. Well, Marvel Comics wasn't always Marvel Comics.
They were not.
DC Comics wasn't
They were
always DC Comics.
They were timely and national, respectively.
Right. So I'm looking at now, mind you, forget how long me and you have been prominent on YouTube. Forget that. Me and you've been knowing about Black comic books from Black comic book creators for quite some time before we jumped on YouTube and started doing this. So when you look at their advancement in getting their product out, it's damn near a standstill. It's snail's pace. So I'm looking at them because Joe Rogan talked about it. They talked about it on the pivot and everything like that. And this is where you know what? I'm gonna say it, but if you don't do it, you don't do it. I'm done with all this trying to get people to do stuff that they see other folks doing and then complain about why they can't do it. They network. They network. Let me sit up here and say this. I don't know why the black dude with a black person that wrote this comic book ain't kicking the bobo with this black person that wrote this damn comic book. because you're bringing your damn fans together. I don't know why. I'm sit up here. Somebody can send me a video where I got 8 damn Genus on the damn. And mind you, here's the sad part about that. I'm gonna say this right here. Neurotic, you're a coward. I went back and I looked at your video feed. You made that video private for members. So all your triple Ks could get on a private video and bash people of color. You and your 8 boys, you and your 8 Proud Boys, you a coward, dude. No, you need to, if you can say stuff like that, but you got it behind a wall so nobody can see you for the low piece of trash filth that you are. Well, I said on my live, when I see you, I'm gonna see you. You need to know right now, I'm doubling down on it. When I see you, I'm gonna see you. You're a coward. All of you are. And that says a lot because y'all probably voted for the coward that's in the White House right now.
Well, I'm
Birds of a feather
glad
flock
I
together.
didn't spend no money over there. LJ Panther say you're right, D. The problem has so many different layers, though. One is, as a whole, black people are never on code. You get no argument from me. Another is availability of black content at the comic book shop. Boy, let the church say amen. Now, and that is what I'm saying, LJ. Let me offer some kind of service. Give me about 2-3 months, put something together. I have a service put together, man, where you want your stuff distributed. You want it in a pipeline. We get it in spots where it needs to be got. You know what I'm saying? Why hasn't somebody just like one day said, hey, guess what? We got this cat over here at Concrete. Hey, we got this cat over here at Godhood. We got this cat over here at Kingwood. We got this cat at Platform L7. Why can't we just... What? What? Did I say something wrong? Oh.
I'm gonna go back to something that you said to me a while ago because you're my older brother and I want you to know that I listen to you.
Okay.
My older brother told me we got quite a few black millionaires in America. We got quite a few black billionaires in America. Okay, so my question is this here. So you're gonna go be in somebody's damn movie, but you're not gonna make your own? You gonna go play the role of a character created by somebody else, but you're not gonna go play the role of a character you created? You over here fighting, oh, good God Almighty Jesus, they won't put me in a movie. Lord Jesus, have mercy. What is eyes gonna do? Why you not putting yourself in your own damn movie? Ain't it enough of y'all? See, I ain't finna put it on just me and Daryl to sit down right here and try and figure out the solution. You asking me and Daryl to solve billion-dollar solution. Well, damn it, we got million and billionaires right here in America that's black. The solution sit right there. And you find value in everybody else's stuff while you not finding value in our stuff.
Which goes back right back to what LJ just said. On a whole, black people are never on code.
Me and Daryl got to put together a damn distribution deal. Why the hell you ain't already got a damn distribution deal? Wasn't you just fighting over title or whatever, tie, handshake, whatever that was years ago? Ain't you been fighting over streaming services? But Drake, wasn't you suing somebody just to, okay, well, damn it, we hope. Peter got a 9mm and guaranteed, damn it, stop. Stop asking us. You don't want to do it. How about that one?
and it's just like I said, he hit the nail on the head, man. That's the thing. I want my money off top. And it's like, bruh, it ain't a rain. It's a slow flow. That don't happen overnight. You don't just be balling overnight.
The fact that we got black billionaires buying action figures, die-hard action figure collectors, content to buy action figures from somebody else, and they've been collecting action figures for years now, if not decades, as opposed to making their damn own?
Crickets. Can we get to this before the night's over?
What we get to, big dog? What we need to? Oh Lord.
I got a question. That question can be rhetorical, or if y'all want to, y'all can start dropping answers in the comments. On what planet, in what universe, in what continuity is Jim Jones a better anything than Nas when it comes to music?
Okay, so I'm a
Anybody?
Jay-Z fan.
Anybody?
I'm a Jay-Z fan. Can I tap in here as a Jay-Z fan?
Please do, sir.
I'm a Jay-Z fan. And Jay-Z and Nas would go back and forth and everything like that. You feel what I'm saying? And you know, when the person you like going back and forth with somebody else, you got to listen to what the other person is saying. You did what I'm
saying? Yeah. I see where you're going.
Now, that said, because I'm a Jay-Z fan, also happen to
you wasn't very fond of Ether.
Right, but I happen to be familiar with Dipset. There was this dude walking around with a pink this on, a pink that on, way before it popped up.
And can I say, before you get any deeper, the people in Dipset that had bars was not nobody named Cameron, Jules Santana, or Jim Jones. But go
ahead. So to your point, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I don't want to act like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, but bruh, as just me looking at Nas and you on the peripheral, because I'm a Jay-Z fan, I don't know where you ever wound up in the same zip code with Nas. Like, I don't tell you.
Bruh, and bruh.
Wait, I'm gonna be petty. Jim, we didn't know a damn thing about you till you said ballin'. We didn't know you. We knew you, but we didn't know you. Like you was in the background, the dude sagging all the damn time up on his ass cheeks and everything with the bandana on.
We still don't know him. I can't tell you anything.
We know you got this
about
wife. We know more about you on Love and Hip Hop. Jim, I'm sorry. You the dude, you was in the background, Jim. And here's the sad part. I observed that, but then you and Cam got the beefing, and then Cam said you was always in the background. So it just validated what I saw. No. Jim, that's some good weed. That's some good weed.
Hold up. Grand Madam, you ain't never heard music from Nas or Jim Jones. Well, Jim Jones, it's like, come on, you're right. Come on, you're right. You ain't missing nothing. Okay. Right. But I'll bet you, if I throw a couple of lyrics out right now, I'll bet you'll say, I've heard that song before from Nas.
Heard it.
You know what I'm saying? I know you've heard. I know I can be what I want to be. If I work hard at it, yeah, I know you've heard that song.
Ask Grand Madam, are you a Missy Elliott fan? You an Eve fan. You heard Hot Boys. You heard Nas on that damn remix. Escobar CB up by switching up gears.
You've heard him. Yeah, you've heard him. You just don't realize you've heard him. That's why we're like, how is Jim Jones trying to have a conversation? It's just like Kamoyo said. He wants some attention.
He do.
And that's all it is. He wants some attention. Because boy quit.
That's the same dude right after he said he could do anything with Nas, he could outwork out Shannon Sharp.
See, I knew it. See, there you go. New York State of Mind. Bam, there you go. That's the one. New York State of Mind is the one. Hey, I don't sleep because sleep is the cousin of death.
Watch this. What movie has Jim Jones been in? I know we ain't talking, but wasn't Nas in Belly?
Sure was.
Jim.
Sincere.
That dude is an urban legend.
He was sincere. Yeah.
The
what?
young man, the fact that you would even say some stuff like, yeah, you know, belly is still belly to damn it day. Belly is still belly. You better
That's
stop.
why. That's what I'm saying. And didn't you and your boys go and get embarrassed on the verses? Y'all didn't even know the lyrics to y'all songs.
It's midlife crisis. It's midlife crisis.
Stop it.
You get it, Jim.
Stop
You get
it.
it. I ain't even
Stop it.
mad. I ain't even mad. You know, it's the midlife crisis, Daryl. We know he got that gray in his face. You know, I'm Jim Jones. You know, I'm still got the bandana on my head for whatever reason, because your hair, it ain't like his hairline receding. I don't know why we keep doing that. But you know, we ain't pivoted to the next stage of our life yet. You know, we're trying to hold on to some stuff. Because even if it was true, it wasn't. It was back then. That's not now. That's not now. So, you know.
And that's my whole point, man. When I saw, because I meant to talk about it in my live last night, but then I was like, oh, nah. I know Theo want a piece of this. I know Theo want a piece of this. So
You know what I wanted to do?
I'm a hold up till Friday and let my mans in them get some.
You know what? You know what I wanted to do? I just wanted to pull his pants up.
Oh, okay. I
I just
think
want to pull his pants.
goodness.
I think
Ah,
at some age, I think at some age you should not be saying at some age.
Can I pivot by showing you some pictures?
Sure, absolutely, big dog. Absolutely.
I'm gonna show you some pictures. You ready? You ready? All right. Picture number one.
All right.
You see them women?
Yep.
You see them women, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You see that man? Okay. That's a big stogie you got there, ain't?
It is, bro. It is. It is, bro. It is. He look happy
Okay.
too.
Okay.
He look
Okay.
good too. Look like he happy.
Okay. What about sis?
Man, I'm loving the afro, big dog. Like you know,
Okay. Okay. All right.
smile is radiant and everything like that. Got them cheekbones up there and everything. But I'm loving the hair.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Bam. How about that one?
I mean, you know, she all right and everything like that right there. Hold on, I gotta put my glasses on. You know, hair kind of, you kind of threw me off with that one. I didn't know that's where we're going. Okay, I put the glasses on. That look like a high yellow sister. That's what that look like.
Okay. 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 All right. All right. All right. All right. All right.
Look like high yellow sister.
Look like high yellow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Theo, you want
Yeah.
me to tell you what all of those images had in common?
What's that?
They were all images of Cuban people.
Mm.
Okay. So,
That's
yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, you saw yeah, okay. All right, now that's where we
Woo!
pivoting to. That's where we pivoting to. Okay. Um. Now, why is it, pray tell, that people in this region not only have hatred for people like me who look just like them, and the only difference is we live in a different country and speak a different language. So
You
much
know
to
what?
the point where I heard a Cuban woman say all black people who live in the United States of America owe their culture to white people. The fuck? Now, first of all, that's a very, 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 very confused human being. Now, not only that, she was followed by a sister from the Dominican Republic who said people from Haiti are trash. Okay, wait a minute. Hispaniola, right? Hispaniola. That's one island that consists of two countries. One of those countries is the Dominican Republic. The other one, wait for it, Haiti. If y'all all on the same island, what's up with the I know black?
You know, that's a fair question. That's a fair question. And once upon a time, I gave a damn. I don't care no more. I don't care anymore because when I look at it, and I hear people say different things. You know what I'm saying? I hear people say different things about our race, our ethnicity, our people, right? And when I look at it, if we look in the world over, and people can say what they want to say, it's more of y'all that don't like us than us that don't like y'all. And going above and beyond to keep us down. Like, we living rent free in damn near everybody's head. Well, just life in general. You don't try and keep something down that's not going anywhere. You're going about your business. The only thing you're trying to keep down that you feel like you got to sit on so it doesn't rise up is something that's going to rise up. If you're not in the way, it's going to rise up. You got to be adamant about sitting on top of it, and you got to be conscious 24/7, because as soon as you take your eye off of it or you get too comfortable, you're going to start rising up. Now, mind you, everybody and their mama got something bad to say about us. Everybody and their mama feel like they got to go above and say, we don't want you over here. Well, the thing is history has shown we've left and went about our business just for you to come. The reason, regardless of what folks say, because I've heard folks say where the people feel some type of way because the black man is God's chosen. If he's not, you act like it. I've heard folks say that when we were talking about the real people of Jerusalem, it was the black people. Well, if it ain't, you act like it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, the thing is, at the end of the day, we can feel how we want to feel, but if you look at the actions and the words of others, they go above. When they fix the voting district maps, oh, we got to readjust the maps. Well, why you got to readjust the maps? You got to readjust the maps because if you don't, the black influence will take over and you won't win. That's why you got to readjust the maps. You got to go get a billionaire to influence the voting, because if you don't, the black influence without any money is going to influence the voting, and the black is going to take over. Even when we look at right now, somebody told me, like I said, I just sit by and look at how folks move. There was data released when you and I were in our 30s and our 20s that said at some point in time, this country was going to go to being majority white to majority brown. You and I sat up there and we looked at them stats. Well, I had somebody, a friend, come tell me, Theo, the real reason they're upset is they're not reproducing like they used to. They're getting sterile. We're out reproducing them. Well, let me sit back and I think about this. I went to school at Florida State. What are European women starting to do now? They're starting to find their chocolate. They want to be with the light-skinned brother. They want to be with the dark-skinned brother. And it's the new fashion. Listen, you can either get you a president or get you a Super Bowl winning quarterback. You're not doing that. So I am the cream of the crop. I'm him. I was him when God anointed me as him. And no man, regardless of who that man is, can take that away. I get it. I know it. And if it's not for God putting that in me, it's me watching how every other man moves around me. Daryl, when we come around, they got to move. What do? We nerf ourselves when we're in their presence. Come on now. We nerf ourselves. We change our language. We switch up our.
It's funny that you should say that because I was just talking to my wife today about how she was telling me about how her boss is like really wary of me and don't know how to respond to me, and because and it was all because like the first time we ever met, I said it out to him straight out. You know what I'm saying? He wanted them cats that like the needle and rib and mess with his workers and that kind of thing. And we had a dinner somewhere at some function, and he thought he was gonna get in on some of the needling and was gonna have some fun at Daryl's expense. And I stopped him right in the middle of it. And I told him, look here, you can keep doing that if you want to, but please remember, bruh, I don't work for you. And after that, he was like, yo, hold on, let's go over here to Bob. And yeah, you damn right, you better go over there to Bob, because I'm going to clap back, and he ain't going to like
think about it. Right now, everybody and their mama can wear a hoodie, but who intimidates you when they put the hoodie on? I do. Right now, when we talk about gun control and Fox News and everything like that, you find with you having the gun. You don't want me having it. Why?
See, it ain't no fun. It ain't no fun when the rabbit got your gun.
Right. Son. You don't want me to have it. It's no differently. You march into our town. You can't handle me marching into your town like that. And you got to come in numbers.
Mountain, Georgia, wasn't nobody nowhere to be found.
Right. You can't come into, you will never approach a brother or sister on equal footing because you're afraid. That's what that is.
Twice on Sunday.
And thing is, historically speaking, you're going to be afraid and intimidated by the brother or sister because we talk about Black imagery, Black love, Black representation, Black loyalty. The brother or sister that walks within their own, you're not going to be able to move them. That's why that dude sit over my shoulder. He knew who he was. You couldn't move him. You couldn't tell him he wasn't from Africa. He knew. You couldn't tell him that his family wasn't owned by slave owners. He knew. You also couldn't tell him about his relationship with God. He knew. See, when you know.
Theo going to church up in here. Kamayo said, had a Cuban cat getting spicy with me in the grocery store. Cuban, spicy, interesting choice of words. And I told him before things get too hot, let me ice it down, then pulled out my phone because I'm petty. I caught that little bit of improvisation. Yeah, Grand Madam said you real petty.
you know, to me, they're like this. I would just think, just common sense. I'm the original man. I can lay with a Black woman and reproduce any tan variation, brown up under the skin. I can lay with a Black woman and produce a white baby. Yeah. I am the originator. I'm sorry. I got that in me. I got
What's it called? What's it called? What's it called? The Eve gene?
There. Watch this. I'm the omega level human.
They don't like that.
I'm the omega level. I spawned
that's
you.
That's what it boils down to.
Yeah,
Here what it is. Hear what it is right here. If you knew you was gonna be extinct within the next 50 or so years, wouldn't you be crashing out all day every day?
Well, Daryl, it's they damn fault. You introduced a highly reproductive species into, you didn't know. You didn't take nothing. You didn't do no research or nothing. You reproduced.
We wasn't invasive. We wasn't invasive species.
I said they. I didn't say invasive. I said they introduced. We was minding our business. They introduced a highly reproductive species into this contained area. You know, you should have did your research first. And then you getting hypnotized by the size of our women's asses. That's not my fault. You should have left them where they was. Then your women falling in love when I removed my loincloth and everything. That's not my fault. You should have left me where I was. Oh, that's you. Take some responsibility.
Well,
Take some accountability. And watch this. You could, here we go. It ain't like we ain't never said to y'all, we'll go back. We just not gonna pay to go back over there. No, you want us to go back? Damn it, you're gonna have to cap us. You're gonna have to cap us for what took place.
I'm gonna need me a little chunk of change.
Right,
Nah,
right,
and for the
right,
ride, and
right,
because they already giving incentives. They
right.
already giving incentives. They like, please come over here.
But
We will
I don't
hook
know if
you
you
up.
want that. Here's the thing. You only can dance because I taught you. You can only sing because I taught you. And truth be told, you only know how to pray because I taught you. Everything you got in life, I taught you. Now, here's the thing, because I'm more like Malcolm than Martin. You better ask folks. I don't mind leaving. Me and mine can get up and go. I just want you to think about what life gonna be like when we gone, because we taking everything.
That was Marcus. Marcus Garvey said that long time ago.
I don't mind.
We needed to get up and get out of here.
I don't mind.
You know what I'm saying?
You know,
but we insist on making applesauce when all we got to do is just put the apples in a barrel and leave the orchard.
I'm just
we
saying,
ain't got to do all this heavy living.
I'm not the one that, but mind you, you're not from here either. Let's understand, you ain't here. You're from the Europeans. Your land is the Europeans. This ain't it. This ain't it. This ain't it. So you just understand, you can also be asked to leave or be asked where you from. Like what? Hey, matter of fact, I can't wait for that to happen. I want to do a skit like that. I want to normalize that. I want to see folks pulling up on white folks. Hey man, where you from? Huh? Mm-hmm. Where you from? I'm from Detroit. No, man, where you from? What you mean where I'm from? I mean, where you from? Where your people from? Well, my people from California. No, not that. Before here. You ain't where you from?
Look a little Irish to me. Look a little Irish. You might need to go back to the land of shamrocks and Blarney.
We never get them damn. I be wanting to play. If everybody want to play, let's play. Hey man, where you from? Where you from? Where you from? Because ain't either one of us from here.
Go back to your country. You go back to your country.
Right. Yeah. The hell?
Yeah. You ain't from first. Huh? You ain't from huh?
That's why I said I never understood how Ron the suck ass and his wife have so much to say about what took place during slavery, when I know damn good and well they came here after that. Like your family fled Italy. Both of y'all did. Fled Italy during the Italian diaspora coming over here to America. So your family was immigrants too. Exactly. And it's safe to say they weren't legal immigrants when they got here. So I don't know how. And boy, look, never mind.
Camoyo said, here in New Orleans, you have to deflect white women if you are a black man. Sisters can't leave us unattended because a white girl that cooks will run up on you.
Damn. Camoyo said, Theo, he said, man, I had to let one of my coworkers know you was married, bro. I said, what you mean? He said, you was doing the line and you had your hair down, and there was a young dude trying to holler at her, and she was like, I need that grown man right there. I said, from the line. He said, bro, from the line. I said, well, yes, I am married. Please let her know. And my wife crazy.
Huh. Yeah.
She's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
ain't got time for them kind of problems. Women,
no, I don't want the smoke. I don't want smoke.
Scorned women are trouble, so please don't scorn them.
Listen.
Woo! I ain't scared to say it, damn it, because I learned my lessons.
Listen.
Hey, Y'all want to go out there and bump y'all heads? Y'all want to go for it. I'm good.
I think
I'm
every man that's
Gucci
married
over
know his
here.
wife is touched. You hear me? I think every
What?
man that's married know his wife is touched. She's slightly touched. She's slightly retarded. That's one of the reasons why we got one.
Bruh. My hey. Which one's more dangerous at close range? A knife or a gun? Put it like this. Put it like this. Pray you never have to find out.
Right. That part right there. That part right there. What we got next? What we got next, big bro? What we got next?
Well, daggone it. Let me look. Oh, I know what I wanted to talk about. Oh, we never finished. What is it gonna take to make somebody like a Mr. Terrific A-list? Why can't Terrific be A-list?
Well, you know what?
He's literally Batman better. Why can't he be in his own monthly magazine? I can tell you why, but see, him, it was this one right here, Theo. That one right there. That one. Mr. Terrific, Michael Holt. Now, we get ready to see Mr. Terrific next month, live action in the Superman movie. And I know y'all getting tired of me bringing this up, but I'm gonna keep bringing it up because it need to be brought up because we got a golden opportunity here. What does it take to make a character A-list? Got a mini series going right now with Mr. Terrific. Mr. Terrific year one. Everything is in place. Got action figures. Got him in a movie. All he need is maybe like a cartoon or something. You gotta keep saturating. Superman, we didn't get Superman toys and stuff and memorabilia and all of that in 1939. We didn't even get it in 1940. Superman stuff didn't really start selling good till the late 40s. Mr. Terrific been around since this version of Mr. Terrific has been around since what, the late 2000s, early 2000 teens, something like that.
I think to answer your question, because I've been thinking about it, I think what you would have to have is courage. Courage from whoever is going to do it. And when I think about courage, I think about the Rooneys, the owners of the Pittsburgh Steelers. We knew there was an issue with black coaches being hired. We knew that. And they didn't just talk about it, they've been about it. Like, I can be frustrated as a Steeler fan as much as I want to, but they've been fiercely loyal to Mike Tomlin regardless. You would need somebody that embodied those same characteristics in the comic book company, and you don't have it. There's, you and I know, just based on how long we've been on the face of this earth, Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman were not always top-selling comic books.
No, they were not.
You and I both know
Batman wasn't even the only Superman in Action Comics. They weren't even the only characters in their own comics.
Right. You and I both know, as Mr. Smith alluded to, that at one point when it got to the X-Men comic books, they were reprinting original issues just to get them over the finish line. Well, the thing is folks don't like us to have these type of conversations because they make folks uncomfortable. You haven't done for the black superhero what you've done for the non-black superhero. Been committed. You look for an excuse. We already know there are going to be dirt bags and everything like that. And you just have to ignore good writing is good writing. And it's like I've told people, somebody that says it was bad because of DEI or woke, they're not to be taken seriously as a critic. They're just not. So you're going to have that element that's going to bash the character, the writing, no matter what. You have to be able to look past that. And they lack the courage, they lack the conviction. We've had Black characters that have had successful limited runs. Successful limited runs. You know what I'm saying? JR's run, the exception. But our Black characters have had successful runs. What they have not had is consistent storytelling and consistent development. So I would say the courage. If you ask me what's needed for these
Well,
characters to be
I think
A1,
I think in the comments here they kind of nailing it on the head. There needs to be marketing. Yeah, that's what all of this is right now, and that's what I'm saying. I'm using Mr. Terrific because he's the most visible character and he's the one that has the most stuff in place right now at this particular point in time. He's positioned perfectly to give him exposure, or rather continue to give him exposure, and the exposure he needs to come in all forms of media, not just movies and television. You see what I'm saying? That comic book has to be consistent. Miles Morales is another one. I mean, that could also be elevated to that position because he's shown up fairly consistently. You know what I mean? And he makes cameos in other people's books, and he's popping up all the time. So it's like those are the characters that need to be pushed out there, more mainstream and be seen more and be, you know what I mean? The usual stuff, like the stuff you do with Batman and Superman and Spider-Man. Give them that treatment.
Miles need a name change, and he need if he's still rocking that costume that T'Challa gave him, that's cool. But Miles need a name change. When I'm looking, Richard Grayson is the blueprint for how to take a side character and move them forward. That's the blueprint.
Well,
him, and hold on, him, Wally West, and Ray and Roy, like that's the blueprint. They exist outside of the original character. When you look at the Black characters, too many of them are still dependent on that damn West Coast Avengers comic book. I still to this day do not know why in the hell Tony opened up. That says in a nutshell, because that easily could have been Rhodey running that team as a full bird colonel. A full bird colonel possesses leadership qualities. Rhodey should have been running that team. They put Tony over them. For what? Now you cancel Iron Man.
That's why.
And for those that don't know, the reason why I said why is Tony over in West Coast Avengers is because Tony is a full-fledged Avenger. He's in 2 damn comic books. That's a team. How? What for? As Kendrick said, the fans aren't slow.
No, they not. And I mean, and it's obvious too. But I mean, again, allude to what I was saying in the earlier segment. We got to get our own.
Yeah.
We got to have, because they're never gonna give us what we deserve, and the people who think we're getting what we're deserving are actually settling, and they don't realize it. Because if the characters that you love, the characters that you adore, the characters that you place up on a pedestal don't get treated like Clark, Peter, and Bruce, then your character ain't getting the treatment it deserves. Because there's no good reason on earth why Batman has umpteen 11 movies and Superman don't. Not that I want to see a bunch of Superman movies, mind you, but you would have thought in 1978. No, I ain't had thought. It was in 1978. Superman was the flagship character of DC Comics, and was appearing in 5-6 titles every month. But then in 1989, we all know what happened with Michael Keaton and all that dynamic and the whole momentum changed and Batman became him.
I still don't see how that. I still to this day am blown away by that. I'm like, who finna who?
I don't even think Michael Keaton is 6 feet tall.
He ain't dog. He like 5'10".
You ain't nobody Batman. I ain't believing that.
Hey, bro, mind you, this was coming off the heels of Beetlejuice. So I'm saying, what? Wait, who? I'm
That
Batman.
bitter, say Beetlejuice finna be Batman.
Hey, bro,
All
my
right,
dog,
Bitter.
my dog hit the screen. My dog said, I'm Batman. I said, oh, okay, my bad. Let me sit back.
You know what?
Then,
I read the book. I actually read the book before the movie came out.
right.
So I was kind of like, when I watched the movie, I was actually connecting the visual concepts to what I had read, but there was some stuff that was in the book that wasn't in the movie. But it's it was my senses were being beat up at the same time, and I think and then on top of that, man, my wife at the time was pregnant with my first child, so I mean it was a lot going on when Batman came out for me, but it was
Man,
but
listen.
but but for Mr. Terrific,
Hold on.
for Mr.
Before we go,
Terrific.
before we get to Mr. Terrific, that damn soundtrack that Prince put together,
Oh yeah, absolutely. Still listen to it to this very day.
to this day, I've, I've
Scandalous.
I've never heard somebody. I've never heard somebody just basically take a movie and make the soundtrack their next album. Like I didn't know I was going to go see Batman to get a Prince album. Like I didn't know that's what was going on at the time. But damn, he did that. Back to Mr. Terrific.
Okay. So if 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 DC is willing to make a Mr. Terrific series with any kind of before I forget, he need a villain. He's got to have a villain, and he can be as terrific as he want to be. But if we ain't got somebody that is just as implacable on the villain side of things, it's gonna crash and burn. It's got to be somebody that could give him a run for his money. It's got to be somebody that every now and then get away, get the better of him, that kind of thing. You need that kind of villain.
Like I said, so you give somebody the reason why I said courage is because the person that's and it would take the editor, it would have to be the editor in chief, right? Um, standing up to board of directors who might be old fashioned or whatever. It would take the editor in chief be like saying, hey, I want you to take this character and make this character great. Let that be as Mr. Illis said when we spoke to him on the live, what is the message? What's the instruction from the editor? You feel what I'm saying? Is the editor telling you to go make this character great or keep the status quo? You would have to be that editor that empowers that writer, say, go make this character great. And folks have been on the social boards, on the media boards, saying whatever. Clearly, if nothing else, feeling how we want to feel about his writing, one way or the other. I'm not saying right, wrong, whatever. Storm. Clearly, the message for Storm was either A, go make her great, or B, what do you want to do? Like giving basically the writer. Now, mind you, the writer got called. What did Mr. Illis say? When you get called, you got some more leeway. So the writer got called. The writer wanted to elevate Storm, where the editor of that particular wing seated. If this is what it's going to take for you to come on board, write this character, go be great with the character. We see what we getting. Folks don't like it. That character being elevated. Now, the question is, what's going to happen after that writer goes away? Is it going to be the next writer maintain status quo, reduce the character status, or keep making the character great?
She getting reduced. I don't want her to. I don't want her to. But yeah, y'all, you made her too OP. And Muzz is like, dang, she can beat up everybody. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's like that. Folks don't like that. They don't like that. If your name ain't Bruce Wayne, they don't like that.
Give me a second. Let me see. I got to go get some.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is the time in the show where we're getting ready to get treated to some treats that the mailman has brought Theo. And I, for one, am ready to see, since he said it's for us. It's for the Rock With Me Nation, y'all. So I'm gonna quit stalling and I'm gonna let him do what he do when he do what he does. Actors are short. Do y'all really know how short actors are in general? You know what I'm saying? And when I say short, I ain't talking about Peter Dinklage. I ain't talking about short like that.
Woo! Had to put some light on the subject, Kim.
Scarlett Johansson is 5'3". The girl that plays She-Hulk is 5'4". Wow.
All right.
All right, Amazon. Boo. Jeff Bezos don't like us.
Big old box right here. See here? I got the handy dandy tool right here. Handy dandy tool. Hey, you little drum roll? Can't get no drum roll? All right.
Bro, you take it too long. And the drum roll ain't supposed to be this long, man. You supposed to have been had that shit out.
Hey, I'm trying to be dramatic.
Okay, well, okay, it don't get more dramatic than this, fam. Another box, man. If you don't stop it, you could have opened that damn box and got the other box out.
Hey, yeah.
What's that, Kamoya? Say they gonna bust Aurora down like half a brick on the street. Damn.
Hey, that's tough. That's tough right there. That's
And
tough.
she finna go back to being claustrophobic and everything, huh?
Let's see what. Hey, okay, we're gonna do it like that right there, yonder.
I guess the Jehovah Witnesses know not to come to my house, huh? Say they didn't even bother to pull up. They like, nope, we ain't going here. Okay, oh, you got you went on ahead and spent that money, huh? Went on ahead and spent that money, huh? Just Anansi say 5 hours later. He's still opening boxes. Hurry up and open the damn thing, man. Maybe you should have opened it.
Hey man, hey. It wasn't the lick that it came out to be though.
Okay.
It wasn't the lick that it used to be. It wasn't that bad.
Anansi said your cat probably has lots of fun with empty boxes.
Man, listen, no. He be trying to.
Nah, because if you let them get at the empty boxes, then that tell them they ain't got to mess with their scratching post. And they start tearing your shit up.
Okay, got that.
That's a lot of truck.
It's a lot of trouble.
What Grand Madam said. The old box inside the box maneuver.
I know, right?
Okay. Okay. That remind me of this show called The Rat Pack.
Come on, somebody. What we know about the Rat Pack now? Come on now.
You
Come
used to
on
watch
now.
the Rat? Did you used to watch the Rat Pack?
Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now.
Yeah,
Listen.
used to come on 10:30 at night every
Listen.
weeknight.
CBS late nights. Don't do me now. Don't
Yeah.
do me now.
Oh yeah.
Don't do me
Yeah.
now.
All of them pile up in that little Jeep.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that was
So
my show. That was my show.
it was a great show. Baba Black Sheep was one of my favorite shows back in the day.
Oh
So
yeah, that was Jim West.
yeah.
Whoa, what's that in there?
So we gonna pull this out. The hatch pulls up and everything like that.
Oh,
And the
that's
guns. I'll do the video tomorrow when we have this thing assembled. But I wanted to debut it tonight for the Rock With Me Nation.
for sure, for sure.
We got the turret gun, which I'm probably gonna wind up ordering the modified turret gun because the one that comes with it does not go up. You can order the modified turret gun. It is $8 shipping and handling, but it's aside from that, it's free. So you got that. The other option, the actual missile launcher, is $24. You can actually get that from Amazon as well. This is the top portion to the vehicle. And then we have what will be the newest body for Nick Fury. This will be my Nick Fury body.
Oh wow.
I figure, and the reason why I'm buying this, I'm sitting here thinking to myself, Captain America and the Winter Soldier. You remember when Nick was driving and Bucky was in front of it? I'm thinking of the reenactment that I can do with this vehicle, knowing that I got them action figures in house. Oh, that's gonna be real funny. I'm sitting up here thinking about having Hunter hanging out the passenger side, having Casper driving the vehicle, and all the high tube hanging out the back and everything.
All right. I see what you're doing there. I see what you're doing there, boy.
I'm like,
do your thing. Do your thing.
All the Captain America action figures, go ahead and load them on up, big dog, and let them go and get themselves some and everything like that. So, Mr. Smith is the reason for this, the inspiration for this. Well, maybe I won't be using Nick's head, pause, because this is how this comes off. So this is the actual neck as well. So
what's inside? What's inside? What's inside the neck?
Space.
No, not that. No, the body. What's in the hole that was where the neck was?
Oh, it's a little peg inside the hole.
You still put a head. You still put a head on there. You just gotta pop the peg out of the Nick Fury.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
well, either way.
Little bit work, little bit kid bashing. Ain't nothing. Light work.
Right. But this is nice though to have this action figure. Got this. From what I've seen, the action figure comes with a cup of coffee and an energy drink.
Oh, I got some more. I got some folding chairs coming.
That's the coffee, and the silver canister would be the energy drink. So, but yeah, I'm liking this. I'm liking this. 120, 135 with taxes.
Well, we looking forward to them videos, fam. So go ahead and
yeah, man,
and get it cracking.
Rock with me, nation. We got something. We gonna do something. We gonna have something. We'll be having pictures. Everybody like, man, yeah, that's how y'all doing it over there. Yeah, that's how we doing it over there. How y'all doing it over there?
That's what it is. That's what it is, man. That's what it
Yeah.
is.
But you got something for us too, though, right?
You know what? It ain't gonna take me as long to get mine out.
You ain't gotta say it like that.
Cause I already got the box ready. I see, you know, this the one thing I hate about McFarlane figures is they put that plastic to tie them in the frame. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Why do they have to? They don't. You
Time
don't
ain't
have to
letting his
do
stuff
that.
go
And
nowhere.
but you know what? Marvel Legends the only ones that don't do that.
No.
Cause Jada does it too. All the Street Fighter figures I got, man, I had to peel them hoes up out of there. Okay. Hey, give me a second here, and I will have Jenny ready to go. He said, Jenny? Who is Jenny? Well, it ain't Jennifer Walters, I'll tell you that much. But I will give you a hint. She's green. They said, what? Now, my reveal ain't gonna be as exciting as Theo's. I don't think it is. But I was feeling clever is all. And so I decided to bring y'all. You ready? You ready? Jade.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And Jade.
Yeah.
So we got two Jades together, and
Yeah.
they're gonna hang out for a little while. So I really like this figure, Theo. Look, man.
Look, you
Look at
got
all
me,
the
Cole. You
look
got
at
me.
all the bruh. Look at all the that's a wrestling figure. Look at that. She got the toe stuff. Look, the toe stuff. It bends like a toe. Man, do you know how much posing that's gonna
Listen,
be?
man, listen. You had me a hello.
Hey man, that's how we do it out here. That's how we do it. He said,
Yeah, man. Yeah. So y'all need to know we getting ready to have some fun. Photo time. Shout out to the message because
LJ said,
you know, many
LJ
persons speak like.
said, LJ said, LJ said, you better show the interior and everything.
Oh, listen, we're gonna do all we're gonna have all that going on
Say,
tomorrow
man,
and everything like that, man.
you better pop the top, blow the brains out that jump, man. You better make it happen, man. Shoot.
Listen, y'all already know, man. I'm gonna do my best to bring it to us. They said the seats let back and everything like that, and pull up and all. Yeah, we gonna. Oh man, listen. I know.
Wait a minute, what you
I know
say?
it looked like it.
Does that how does that jetpack come off of Agent Liberty? He said Mr. Liberty. I'm like, who the hell is Mr. Liberty? Oh, Agent Liberty. Does it come off? Hold on, let me go grab it real quick.
Daryl. Bitch is 8.
And we're back. What was you about to say, Theo?
Man, this vehicle sit 8.
Um. Uh. Ooh. Um.
Bro, cause
Ooh.
you got.
Okay. LJ. The jetpack does come off, but you would have to cut it off. It's because there's no place to unstrap it. Same thing with same thing with Adam Strange. If you want it off, you're gonna have to cut it off. So there. That's your answer. Now what was you about to say, Theo?
Man, this thing fit 8.
What?
8.
Say again?
It can hold 8 action figures.
Oh, 8. 8. I thought you, bruh. I thought you said 80. I'm like, damn, what is it, a clown car?
Bruh. Bruh. Wait, watch where I go with this one. So you can take the doors off the hinges, right?
Uh-huh.
And you got the handlebars on the roof. So that's 2 on each side.
Oh.
Then you got the person sitting on the Gatling gun in the top of the vehicle, right?
Right.
Then you got the person in the back, in the hatch, firing a weapon.
That's a lot of people. LJ say, you got a Jade coming too? Okay, when you say you got a Jade coming, do you got a Jade coming or do you got a Jade coming? So yeah, that's how we do it over here. Oh, and she's got to change her hands too, so she can have regular here. I put regular hands on her so y'all don't think she's weird all the time, walking with everything all flamed up and shit. Ah.
Look, I'm trying to see if the rear view mirrors work. That would have been too much like right.
Okay.
I'm trying to see if the side mirrors work. I'm like, boy, look, that would have been nice. Man, this is all right here.
There, Jenny has regular hands. See, she isn't just burning her hands all the time. So, and it's a grip hand too. Almost looks like a trigger finger. Get Jenny a gun. Jenny don't need a gun. She got the star heart. Anyways, let me get her snug back in her place where she belongs.
I can't wait to play that scene out. Have Nick Fury see about taking the picture from Nick Fury's angle to where Bucky's standing in the street.
That would work.
Like, what the hell?
Dynamic poses. Whoa. Paul Martin finally showed up, huh? He said, "Greetings, I'm okay." Do you have any reason not to be? I hope you're okay.
So what?
No, I was talking to Paul Martin there. He said, "Greetings, I'm okay." Don't be. Oh, he on super CP time. Okay. That means he's tremendously tardy for those who aren't in the know. Hour and 24 minutes, my guy. You way more than tardy. It was a job, you'd have been fired. You were about to lose your job. I say you were about to lose your job.
You know what, bro?
What?
It's what I told the missus. I said, you know what? I know what they started selling it for because I think they were selling for like what, $179 or something like that. But for $120, the action figure is $20 in and of itself. So that means the vehicle is $100.
Yeah. Ain't that kind of? Yeah, it's you made you made out pretty good.
Shout out to Mr. Smith once again.
Okay. Everybody get back in the box. Back in the box. Back in the box. Maybe I'll do it,
Now,
Jade and Jade. Wonder who
here's what I
that'll
did
appeal to.
have. I did have this. I was gonna put it on him if the Nick Fury thing worked, but it doesn't. So I might just hold it off for another action figure. You know, when you buy Valorverse stuff, you get Valorverse stuff. You have extra Valorverse stuff, and so I had some extra Valorverse stuff here. Got the little vest. So see about putting that on him. See how he looked with that.
How do we say that? Is that my? Is that my comics? Or MYE Comics. I don't know, but thank you anyway, sir. We try to make the show great. Appreciate you popping by and saying, "Hey, what's up?" or you know, the accolades, the kudos, the props. We appreciate that. Me and Theo work hard to bring this stuff to y'all.
We try now. We ain't perfect.
Nah, not by any stretch of the imagination, but you know what I'm saying? Like we always say, it's a vibe. You vibe with it or you don't vibe with it. No shade if you
Okay, well,
don't.
hold on, bro. We got some.
What's happening? What'd you say?
We got some, bro. We hold on. Oh snap!
Oh snap.
Oh my dog! Oh my dog! My dog! My dog! Legit. It went on there real nice. He ready. He combat ready.
All right. All
He
right.
come.
Well,
What else? What else is in the goodie bag that he might be able to use? What else in the good? Ain't nothing else in the goodie bag.
better be able to use everything.
Okay, that was what I had left over from my Valorverse goodie bag.
See, LJ, you gonna make me. Well, I was gonna get the other Agent Liberty. Now, yeah, I'm gonna get the other. I might get two more Agent Liberties because I see a lot of customization potential with Agent Liberty here. Get him a trench coat and he could be what's the 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 Iron Fist with the trench coat from the 1900s. Doggone it, Orson something.
You know, I ain't gonna.
You ain't gonna what?
He looked like a. He looked like he could easily be like a army ninja.
Could be, could be.
Cause he come with
Need
this little
more.
blade. He
Need.
come with his little
Oh, see, that remind me of the samurai dude that I got a little while back. The Action Force.
Oh,
Oh, I know you. I know you. I know you. I know you playing.
she getting ready, Chris. Yeah.
Oh, I know you playing.
Hold on, there. The missus has just entered the room.
Oh, that is cool.
The missus has just entered the room. She was about to say, "I
Yeah,
know you in the
yeah,
line."
yeah. We heard. We heard.
I'm
We
sorry,
heard.
brother. I had to catch myself.
Oh,
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Technical
we back.
difficulties.
We back.
Technical
I
difficulties.
promise
Too
I didn't
much.
hear. I promise I did.
Take it over there, sit it on the table, pop the trunk. Hey, you hear me? Hey, take it on over there to the table, pop the trunk.
Oh my.
Oh, the trunk.
Yeah, it got
Pop
a
the
trunk.
trunk.
Oh, wow. Really?
Paul Martin said, remember how hard it was for us older cats to get vehicles for our action figures back in the day, there was Big Jim's van, or we had to carjack our sister's Barbie car. Well, I didn't even have that option because my sister didn't collect Barbie, so yeah, I just was
Listen,
vehicleless.
Mr. Martin ain't lying. Look, bro, there's the Barbie house right there. Alicia found the Barbie house.
This thing
Just
got a
waiting to be
Barbie house.
customized. Just waiting to be cut. So somebody was getting ready. No, you sit right there. Somebody was getting ready to throw it away, and she was like, "Wait, y'all get ready to throw it away?" She like, "Yeah, I got it." So yeah, man, we sitting up here, man. That's why, you know, man, I tell people all the time, man, and I mean it with the utmost sincerity, man. When you just put good vibes out there and everything like that, man, what's meant for you is meant for you. It ain't meant for nobody else. You know, it'll come to you when you're ready for it. I see that Agent Liberty, big dog. I like that. I like that.
Folks asked to see it again, so that Agent Liberty. Oh, you
Now,
want
if
to put
I
the
heard
go
you
ahead and put the
correctly
fire?
last
Hold
night,
on, let me put the fire. Let me put the fire on his jetpack. It ain't quite the same unless you put the fire on his jetpack, and then you can see where he coming from, literally.
I got two questions.
Yes, sir.
Based on your live last night,
Uh-huh.
are you going to get the other version of Agent Liberty?
Yes.
Okay.
Because
Second question.
honestly, this is the more expensive one.
Right. You said that. You said that. That's the chase figure that you have. That's the chase figure that you have.
That's it, platinum. Yeah.
Second question.
Yes, sir.
Are you going to get a weapon, or do you already, the Agent Liberty that you're going to use, which will be Agent Liberty, will you outfit him with a weapon?
I'm thinking about outfitting him with a weapon, but given Agent Liberty's history, I want to make it something exotic. I don't just want to give him a pistol. You know what I mean? You know, since he's Agent Liberty and all, and he fights for the Sons of Liberty, then yeah, he needs an exotic weapon. So yeah, because he's
No,
got this shield.
I wanted
He's
to
got
ask.
this. He's got this
The
shield
reason why
thing
I asked, the
that he
reason
can
why I
rock,
asked, right?
like
It,
his here, and it's kind of an
right.
energy shield. So, but I feel like he needs something offensive.
No, the reason why I asked is because when you said it last night, I don't know if you read my comment. Todd McFarlane is known for, because that's a complaint, it's a knock, it's a critique that he puts his figures with trigger fingers, trigger hands, and no weapon. It's like, well, if you're gonna give the Joker a trigger hand, where is the weapon for the
Hey,
like he does that? So it wasn't something that you didn't get, or he, no, he does
nah,
that for whatever
he
reason. I
just
don't know.
make trigger hands, and that's what I said. I'm like, ain't no gun in here. Then why did you give him a trigger hand? Oh well. That is a very good idea, Kamoyo. That is, yeah. He's already got the color Yeah, he just said if I pull the jetpack off, take that belt off, a paint, and a cape, and that's Space Ghost.
That's who?
Space Ghost.
He's right. He's right. He's right. He's right. He's right.
Matter of fact, hey, that's Kamoyo. That's Kamoyo doing that. Matter of fact, see, now you know where I'd have went with it? Space Spectre. Yeah, the color scheme is perfect, and especially the dark one. They got this one, and then they got the other Agent Liberty is black. So I'm like, oh, half my work's done. Yeah, we got a lot going on. Theo,
Yes, sir.
What you got going on this weekend besides the Vanguard opening?
Well, one of the things that I did already this week was straighten up my room. My table is much more clearer. The table that I actually sit at. That way I could do some videos where I could back away from the table. I lost some other people and everything like that, just to give a wider scope of the room. And I also cleaned off my table that I use for my Black Panther display, because I knew the vehicle was coming. Actually, I didn't think it was coming till tomorrow, but I want to go ahead and be able to take some pictures on that and everything like that. Definitely got some comic book reviews, Green Lantern. Um, Still got to get that absolute issue out.
Right.
I'm not really pressed. I don't know about doing Avengers because they kind of soured on me what they did with T'Challa. But I might bust that out. You know what I'm saying? But that's about it. You know, we, like you said, we reducing our footprints.
Bruh, it done got to the point, man, where I can count the Marvels I buy on one hand. And that ain't
and you know,
and matter of fact, I don't need my thumb.
and you know what, to that point, I think that's the thing, that we don't realize the power that we have as consumers, because even when we talk about how we feel on social media about certain characters and everything like that, people are so quick to tell us, get over it, wait, you give up, you know, it's a done deal and everything like that. Man, money is a powerful tool. Money is a powerful tool. And if you think you can't make somebody bend the knee on them, especially in today's economy, if you don't think you can't make somebody bend the knee by withholding your funds, you don't know the power of the dollar that you have. You don't. You don't. And once again, I go to what Grace said. You get the representation that you pay for. And I'm gonna go ahead and say it like this, because I see so many social media influencers going strong for Ironheart. To the ones that's being respectful in defending the MCU project, my hat's off to you. To those of y'all that are embracing every stereotype that the Genus have to say about us to defend the character, I wish you just go away. I really wish you just go away. I'm really of the drop squad mindset. I really am of the officer and a gentleman mindset. I really, really am. One does more harm than a little bit, and it's way too many of us out there content to do harm.
Yeah, well, knowledge is what it boils down to. Knowledge itself, knowledge of what people do to maintain the status quo. And what I mean by status quo is, okay, palm color heroes first and then everybody else. And that's the status quo that's maintained. Because I mean, why wouldn't it be black heroes and then everybody else? Because physically, if it came down to it, never mind. But that's where I was
Yeah,
with it.
to your point though, we be possessing knowledge of everything, because folks get so gung-ho about the white tiger, Hector Ayala, showing up. Oh, he showed up in there. Man, Hector Ayala been around since the damn 70s.
Yep.
Stop it. Why you ain't
Yeah.
get the sons of the tiger? Why you over here all happy and everything like that? But if me and Daryl say that, me and Daryl are wrong, we being looked at for being stupid. No, we telling you, you should have done had this. You should have done had it. And you ain't even being given it to you properly. You just settle it. Because if we talk about the sons of the tiger, okay, well, where's the Asian character at? Because he was there. He was there. Right? Okay.
Lin
Right.
Soon.
But where the black tiger at? Because yeah, we got a white tiger, we also got a black tiger too. Where he at? Right. So let's, you know, these, they giving you what they want for a reason, and they giving it to you the way they want to give it to you. And you're not gonna go back and see whether or not you're getting it the way you want it. Okay, well, I can give you a bottle of water. You want some water? I can give you some water. It might not be the water you want. Damn sure might not be the water you need. You still gonna drink it though, ain't you?
Yeah, most likely. Yeah.
Yeah, when you know better, you do better. Hey, what
And
bro, what KRS one say?
a lot of things.
What he say about knowledge? Knowledge reigns
Supreme over nearly everyone. Would it have been that detrimental to the MCU if the Taylor Foundation bought Stark Tower instead of Val? No, not at all. I don't think. But we can't show us in a position of power in Disney. I think it was Jeffrey that pointed out earlier. Say didn't erase it. But I mean, it is what it is. I ain't gonna go run nobody down.
it would take me,
I'm gonna go about my way. That's what I'm
it
gonna
would
do.
take me and you taking the Night Thrasher action figure we got and taking some photos and putting it together with some supervillains that we got and everything like that to give a credible Night Thrasher story.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And when and when my folding chairs get here, you wait and see what I do for the anniversary of the Montgomery sweet tea party. Yes, sir.
Y'all, listen, y'all need to know me and Daryl ain't got good sense. Me and Daryl be on social. Look, you would think we be talking on the phone as much as we be. Hey man, we gonna do this. We be wilding out with ideas and everything like that, and we be like, okay, well he'll be like, well, what do you think if I get this? And yeah, I like that. Go ahead with that. Do that right there. Do that right there. And I'd be like, hey, I got an idea, but what you think? And he'd be like, yeah. We be over here plotting and planning.
Do that shit. Do that shit. That's what I say. Yeah. Is it good? Yeah. Yeah. Is it gonna mess them up? Do that. I don't
What you
care.
say, big bro? Onward, forward, onward. Out there, yeah.
Disney does princesses, not black princes and kings.
Man, I
Nope.
still ain't seen. I still ain't seen me as a
Nope.
black prince.
Not at all. They don't care. They like I tell you, boy, them cause the most important thing in the world to them is a white woman.
Someone said the other day, Prince Toussaint. I said he's not a prince. He's not a prince. He's not. Dad did not marry his mom. I'm sorry. I know what we want it to be. I know what we would like it to be. But we're not finna practice cognitive dissonance. They weren't married. And if they're not married, he's not a prince. You can want him to be a prince. You can say, well, oh, well.
Is she royalty?
No.
Okay, so
She's
how's
not.
he?
She's not.
So how's he a prince?
All this other stuff. Well, no, he's not a prince.
He's
There's
the
another.
son of the king. Well, we can't. Well, we can do a DNA check.
Right. Because all I got is word of mouth.
We ain't doing no Jerry Springer out here. We ain't doing no Maury Povich.
Listen, ain't nobody know. I ain't hear from the Queen Mother before she left him. I ain't hear that. She ain't say nothing. No, what I got is Nakia saying Ramunda knew, and she didn't want to say to hey, I hear what you're saying. And don't get mad at me for thinking like that. I shouldn't have been written like that.
Well, and therein
But what you
lies
got going on, big bro? What you got going on?
Absolute Wonder Woman #8.
Okay.
We starting a whole brand new storyline. We done dealt with that tetracide stuff, and she done went down to the underworld, and we found out, that they took her from Paradise Island and put her in hell, but they had Cersei watching over her and all of that. And now she getting ready to get into some more stuff because white people are trying to weaponize the Themysciran like magic and use it to do something bad. A- and Wonder Woman coming and they gonna be like, hold up, don't beat the shit out of us, Wonder Woman, please. We can tell you where to find another Amazon. Oh wait, what?
You know what? I would. Well, it's late. It's 11:22. I was gonna say we could talk about rain culture, but you know, I ain't know that. I'm gonna talk about rain culture from this perspective. There is no conversation about sports that you should be able to have with somebody that you're cool with, unless money is involved. there,
Okay.
there's no sports conversation that you should be able to have with somebody you kicking the bobo with, stranger. Forget being a friend, stranger, where violence is involved.
Mm.
The angst, the animosity, you're having a sports conversation about a game in which you don't know any of the parties involved personally. Now, if you do, that's a different thing. But I've seen way too many people here get in their feelings. I'm going to stress it. You cannot say anything to me about Mike Tyson that's going to piss me off. Muhammad Ali, I love him, so I'm just going to tune you out. And I love him as what he represented. I didn't know him personally. The Pittsburgh Steelers, no. Michael Jordan, hell, even LeBron James, Kobe Bryant. There's nothing you're going to be able to say that's going to make me feel any differently if you're trying to get a negative response than what I already feel.
Mm.
We got to do better with this, because as I don't. That's got to stop. That's got to stop, because that's another way for us to be divided for no reason, none. So
Okay. On my soul. All right. We gonna handle it. But look at Theo. It is it's only 7:30 here. But but we got things that need to get done. So
yeah, man, yeah, man,
we gonna
yeah,
get
yeah,
to it and
yeah,
do it.
yeah,
Look at,
yeah.
bro. I appreciate this show tonight. This was fun. It was fun for me because I'm sitting on my couch, and because you made it fun. I enjoyed that. I will be there for the Vanguard video, because I want to see the inside of it too.
Wait, well, you know what, brother? We all deserve some happiness, some smiles, and everything like that. I was in the live last night. You do deserve something to smile about. So if this show, what we did tonight, helped fulfill that, hey, that's what's up. That's
it
what's up.
it
That's what's up.
it helped a lot. It helped a lot. I feel very good. So look at Rock with Me Nation. We appreciate y'all pulling up. LJ Panther, particularly, I appreciate you pulling up and giving good feedback tonight. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. See, it ain't hard, y'all. Come on, y'all, in here just blasting Paul Martin. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for not just for just showing up, but for participating. Thank you very much for being a part of the live. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Me and Theo will be back same real time, same channel. This one right here. And until then, y'all be good. Be good to each other. We up.